coming up next month. Actually, this month because we're already in August. It is August 15th. Thank you, Ebony. August 15th. Wow, great sound effect there. The grant workshop is August 15th at 6 to 8 p.m. 6 to 8 p.m. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. August 15th. We're also having a How to Start a Nonprofit Corporation workshop. August 22nd, it's 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's detrimental. You need the 501c3 first before you can apply for grants. So if you have any questions for us, you'd like to come by, set an appointment, stop by. We're located in the Village Square at 927 South Goldwyn Avenue. That's Orlando, Florida 32808. Again, that's 927 South Goldwood Avenue. The phone number is 407-575-0685. Again, it's 407-575-0685. The website is multiplyingtalents.com. Multiplyingtalents.com. I want to share with you, I was a recipient of a grant through Workforce, Central Florida. Everybody has Workforce in their own city, and Workforce, and they're still doing this. You can go to their website. Here in Orlando, it's workforcecentralflorida.com or .org, I don't remember, but they have an intern program where they're trying to get people back into the workforce, and what they'll do is pay them, I believe it's $12 an hour. I think that's good. That's more than what I make. But anyways, it's true. They'll pay them to work for you. So if you have a business and you need help and you need employees, it's a win-win. I mean, so I have 3 employees, and it's been a blessing to me. And I'm excited about taking Multiplying Talents to the next level, because I get to help more people. I was only limited to helping a few people, but now I get to help more people. And so we're looking forward to you stopping by our office or calling us or even asking us a question if you need our services. WorkforceCentralFlorida.com. Thank you, Ilianka. I love this. We're doing the TV production now. But it's important to me for you to have a face with my name. You could see me live. You could hear me. I'm very passionate about what I do. I've been helping people since 1999. I can't believe it. I tried to run from this. I did not want to do this. But here I am. Here it is, 2011. I'm looking forward to another 13 years doing this and beyond. It's just amazing the people that I meet and the wonderful things that they're doing in the community. It just blows me away. Every day I get to meet amazing people. So thank you to people who have used my services, and continue to spread the word about what we do. Again, if you'd like to contact us, it's multiplyingtalents.com. The phone number is 407-575-0685. Now I want to go back to what we're here today about. Are there really grants out there? People call or ask. And actually, you know what? Sometimes people will call me and say, I need a grant. And I ask them, okay, what kind of business do you have? I do grants for nonprofit corporations. I've rarely seen grants for for-profit corporations. Not saying that they don't exist. I'm saying that I have rarely seen them. So if there are some, you find it, you bring it to me, and I'll do it for you. But I just have rarely seen it. So I do grants for nonprofit corporations for those who have an opportunity to hear the show. Because again, I get people calling me and saying, you know, I need a grant to get my car fixed. I need a grant to buy this. I need a grant to buy that. And think about it. I mean, that just doesn't exist. Because if it did, none of us would be, you know, where we are right now. We'd be getting grants for everything. There'd be a line, you know, every day for a different grant. So there are grants out there. Again, you have to find them. Every major corporation has to give away a certain portion of their money or they're going to lose it and be taxed on it anyways. So think of major corporations within a 50-mile radius of you, and you pass by them all the time, and you're driving down the street. Just look to the left and the right, and you're going to see them. All the franchises, all the corporations, they all have to give away a certain portion of their money. Now, sometimes it may not come in the form of money. I tell people this all the time. It may come in the form of a gift certificate for you to buy something from their store. It may come in the form of office furniture or supplies or computer equipment. So a lot of times it may not come in the form of money, but it still is a grant. It still is something that they have to write off. And you have to have the 501c3 status in order for them to write it off on their taxes. That's why the 501c3 status is so, so very important. I'm going to turn to the girls to see if you have another question, because I can just feel your wheels turning over there, Ilianka.
You were saying that there's a lot of companies all around that may be eligible, you know, who are giving grants.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's a company that you can't find on their website, their foundation, or any type of contact for grants or giving money away, how would you contact them to get that information?
Very good question. She asked if there was a company where you can't find their information on the website about their foundation, because a lot of times they have a totally different name for their foundation and you're looking for it on their website. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. What you do is you pick up the phone and call. You do what I'm doing right now. You pick up the phone and call and ask to speak to somebody that deals with, giving grants to the community. They'll find somebody. If the person who answers the phone doesn't know, ask to speak to the manager and ask them if they have a website or an application to apply for the grants. But like I said, a lot of times that's hidden, and it's all about who they have a relationship with. That's how the other people know about it. So that's a very, very good question.
Okay, I have two questions.
Okay.
What does a qualifying grant consist of? Like when you write the grant proposal, what does it have to include to say there's a good chance you're going to get this grant?
Okay, that's a good question. Ebony said, I'm going to use her gestures. What does a qualifying grant consist of? Meaning, what do you have to put in the grant in order for them to say this is a good grant? Well, a lot of times, basically, they're going to give you the criteria that they want you to give them. They're going to say, send us a summary page and tell us what the need is, what your solution is, and how you plan to fund the project after their money runs out. So they'll send you things like that. If you answer their questions and not what you think they should know or what you think you should tell them, then that makes a good grant. If you stick to the specifics and make it clear, make it concise, make it understandable, so that even if a child can read it. I always like to say paint a picture for them. But what makes a qualifying grant is if you answer their questions.
So each organization, they're going to have their own specific set of questions for you as far as what's included in the grant proposal?
Yes. Okay. Her question was, does each organization have their own specific questions for the grant proposal? Yes, most of them have their own questions because they want to know, if you really serve it in their community. So there's all different kinds of grant criterias. I challenge you. I mean, you can find different grants online. I gave you one resource at foundationcenter.org. Look at some of the grant criteria and see the kind of questions they're asking. I recommend you come to a workshop because we give you some of the questions the majority of the questions that's asked on most of all the grants. What's the need? What's the solution? What's your long-term goal? How do you plan to fund the project after their money runs out? And things like that, to name a few. Did you have a question? Okay, you guys have asked some great questions. Again, they had an opportunity. In our grant workshop, none of our workshops are boring. It is a workshop. We make you work, but we're going to actually put you in front of a grant review board, because a lot of times, examples for the city, you will apply for the grant, and then they want you to come in so they can meet you face to face. They want to see who they're working with. They want to make a connection, and you get to explain your program. Because a lot of times I read a grant and maybe not feeling it, but then when I meet the people and I hear about who they've helped and I see the passion, I'm like, oh yeah, you're in. So a lot of times you will go before grant review board, but most times you won't. On the local level, we do have a grant review board that people come to. I have a caller on the air. Yeah, that was great. Thank you. That was some wonderful information, especially about the credit cards. Definitely, and make sure you stop by and leave some of your information for the fundraising. And appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much. All right. Bye bye. Wow, that was some very interesting facts about the credit card information. And that's true. I mean, I use credit cards. I have to process credit cards. So if we can save money and get the processing fee back, that's amazing. So I'm going to be telling you more about that. I'm going to find out some more facts on that situation, and I'll share it with you in the workshops. And that, hey, anytime you can save money, that's great. Well, I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for joining me on the air. I want to thank the two ladies here with me in the office studio, Lilianka and Ebony. We've had a great time sharing with you. We hope that you are empowered today. We hope that you learned something. We hope that you take what we've given you today and use it for your benefit. And have a wonderful day. God bless you.